to third. Brannigan goes to second for one. Miller to first, and Notre Dame with the upset of the year in college baseball. The Fighting Irish are returning to Omaha.
Jersey Baseball Show, we've got a special NCAA College World Series episode. We've got the guy who was the biggest story of the weekend nationally, and certainly part of a bigger story nationally, Notre Dame going back to the College World Series after a couple decades. And our guest today, Jack Findlay, is a major reason why. Last 4 2/3 shutout to send Tennessee home from the Super Regionals and keep the number one team out of the World Series and the biggest win of the season in college baseball. Thanks for dropping by, Jack, and congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, of course. Anytime.
How the guys feeling right now?
We feel pretty good. You know, there was a lot of people doubting us saying, Tennessee got a lot of hype going into that series. Deservedly so. They were number one for forever. They were, I think, 55-7, most like over 150 homers, best team ERA. They deserved it. They're a great team. Multiple first-round picks, but we have experienced guys. We're a very experienced team, and we knew that. Coach Jarrett was just telling us you don't have to match what they did all year. You just have to beat them in this 3-game series. That's kind of the mindset we went in with, and it worked.
Yep, and they might have multiple All-Americans and 150 home runs, but Notre Dame's got multiple guys from New Jersey, and I don't think anybody from Jersey really backs down from a challenge, right?
That's for sure. Yeah, we have, I think, 4 or 5 guys from New Jersey, and a lot of those are experienced guys. I know Dave behind the plate. He's our catcher. He's a 5th year. Jack Zyska, DH, who had a huge weekend for us. Those guys were right in the middle of it. And, yeah, Jersey guys.
And Liam Simon, too, obviously getting
that. Yeah, he started the game Sunday, and his stuff is unbelievable. So, yeah, there's Jersey guys all over for us.
Yeah. You're repping North Jersey, you're repping the Shore, you're repping South Jersey. Everybody in New Jersey's got to hop on for the next 2 weeks, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm going to throw up some video here well, first of all, tell us about Dave LaManna. You know, you're throwing to him, obviously, 5th year senior, not just a great catcher and certainly the big moment to just kind of stop their momentum Sunday with the bomb to tie it up, but also not just a catcher, but as a leader, being a 5th year guy. What's he mean to the team?
He means everything. He's one of our team captains for a reason. Just an underrated play in that game, just to show you who he is that play throughout Drew Gilbert at second. It's just, he's so gritty, does everything behind the plate. He leads our staff in a great way. And obviously that 2-run homer was huge. He brought us back in that game, gave us life, and kind of deflated that crowd. So he's a leader for our team for sure, and you can see why. Yep.
Now, I'm going to throw up the clip that we got a great wide angle of the final out and your glove toss, and I mean that might have been your most impressive toss of the day. I think that's got to set some sort of record. Has the glove come down yet?
I hope not. It's a great feeling. I was on the bottom of that pile. I was bruised up a little bit. That was a lot of weight on top of me, but it was well worth it.
That's right. It's still what you're dreaming about, right? It's you finished the last out of the Texas Tech regional to get to Tennessee. Send them home, send a really good Georgia Southern team home, closing that out, and then obviously 4 2/3 against the number one offense of college baseball history, just shutting them down. And then obviously you mentioned that crazy dog pile. You've always been a starter, but this kind of stopper role, it's kind of taken to you pretty well. What's it like on the mound when you know it's the 9th inning and it's this kind of environment?
Yeah, so in the fall practice, we all kind of relieve. Everyone just throws an inning or two in our inner squads, and you kind of get used to that reliever role. And I think that helped me a lot this year coming in. I've started some games, I've relieved some games, like you said. And I think you kind of just have the same approach. You just execute the pitch ahead, and good results are going to happen. So I think relieving and starting are kind of different, but that's where they're kind of the same. It's just if you execute pitches, you're going to get good results.
What was the best moment after the win and after the dog pile and you're celebrating and all that? What was the best moment, at least one that you can share here?
I would say just going up to my mom and dad. That was pretty cool. My dad was just so happy for me because I've always wanted to go to Notre Dame, and my mom and dad knew that. So it was kind of like a dream come true for me, and they couldn't be happier for me. So that was pretty cool.
You know, a 1.99 ERA through almost 50 innings of your true freshman year. I mean, obviously, you know, anybody that saw you in high school knows the stuff is there, but at that level, it's got to be more than just stuff, right? Everybody that you're facing is nasty. Everybody that's on your staff is ridiculous. What has been the biggest help outside of that, you know, on the mental side that's allowed you to come in and do so well as a freshman?
Yeah, so I think it's just trusting your stuff. Honestly, I think over the year, my confidence just kept growing and growing and growing. And that's because the guys and the coaching staff have just put even more trust in me. So I feel like just trusting your stuff and knowing that it's good enough, even though you're a freshman, you're going up against first round picks like Jordan Beck or whatever, but you just got to trust your stuff and trust that you're good enough and you can get these guys out.
Definitely. Now, hostile territory for the regionals down in Texas, super hostile territory for the super regionals at Tennessee. What is it about your team that, you know, we were saying before we started here, you might win, you might lose, but nothing seems to rattle you guys at all, ever?
I think it's just our maturity. We have a lot of graduate students and seniors that are kind of the leaders of our team. And last year, almost everyone on that team was at Mississippi State, which they said was 15,000 people. And at Tennessee, it was 5,000, 6,000 people. So we were ready for it going in. They gave us a little glimpse of what that was like. So I don't think the crowd was really going to get us. I think it was just how good Tennessee that might have got us, but we were prepared for both. So that was good.
Definitely. Now, you said you've always wanted to go to Notre Dame. You're there. You're going to Omaha now. That's got to be a special thing.
It's pretty. I said to one of my friends right after the dog fight, I said, "Is this a dream?" And I kind of still feel like that. It kind of doesn't feel real still.
No, exactly, and probably won't until you're on that field for the first practice or whatever workout it is, right?
Yeah. I think we'll practice there Thursday. Maybe it'll hit me then. I'm hoping so, but yeah, this is pretty cool right now.
Definitely. Jack Findlay, star at Roxbury, a couple times sectional champ, North 1, Group 3. Great high school career, one of New Jersey's finest, crushing it at Notre Dame. College World Series coming up. Get us more excited. Get New Jersey on here. We'll give you a little promo here. Just whoever you want to shout out from back home, get us excited for the next 2 weeks.
Shout out Roxbury, shout out Coach Trotter. I think Coach Trotter might make the trip down to Omaha, so that'll be great to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time, and that's just the type of guy he is, type of relationship we have. That's just the way he is with all his players. He loves everyone. So that'd be great to see him. And yeah, I just love that Roxbury baseball program, that Roxbury school, because everyone's been so supportive. Everyone's been like DMing me, texting me. So it's been pretty cool over these last few days.
Definitely. Second year in a row, New Jersey is the highlight of the super regional. Kyle Teal last year, right? Doing it for Virginia with the Grand Slam. This year you're doing it on the mound. We don't get enough respect in New Jersey baseball, do we?
No, we do not. No.
Well, let's keep doing this and changing it and changing perspectives, and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jack Findlay, our guest today, and we hope to see you shutting some more teams down, sending them home from Omaha, and we'll do this again after another dog pile.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. Thanks, Jack.
Anytime.